Y'all, as you can see, your boy Red is back with another video. Our last video was in Seattle, downtown Seattle, which was a blast. But today we're going to be talking about how can you get these brand deals through TikTok, through different brands, through all different social medias from Instagram to Facebook. How are these brands maximizing with creators and how's creators maximizing with brands? Do a little smoke sesh in the woods, and we're gonna explain to y'all how you can make your first $100, $200, $300, up to thousands of dollars through these different brands, through different companies that see the potential in you. Maybe you just don't see the potential in yourself. First thing I'm gonna start off by is you're gonna have to pick through a lot of different brands. You're gonna have to find a brand that you actually love, that you use every day, that is naturally easy to record. That's the first thing I would say.
Definitely. And a brand that is in stores locally, like
Yeah.
around you, so that it's easy to go and find products that if you're working with a brand, like let's say you do makeup, you can easily go to makeup stores and find those products compared to like what you get on TikTok. So that's also really nice when they're
Yeah.
locally around you.
So it's not just on TikTok. If the viewers can, as a creator and as a viewer, if a viewer can see that you're in a store making content, they can naturally see that you set yourself above the average creator. You set yourself above the average look of a video. Because being out in public, when it's done right, it drives sales. It drives the views even higher because it's natural content that is supposed to go viral. When you make content in your house, it's easy to swipe past. It's easy to be normalized. But when you see something out in public, because how the world has shifted, people are so used to being at home now.
Mm-hmm.
So public, like just public videos in general, the CRA, the buying point is a lot more. Um, but one thing I would say, if they could come out with some type of spray where she wouldn't cough while I'm talking, I would definitely appreciate that. Um,
Just wait, you'll start coughing too in this video. Just wait.
but yeah, I'm just playing. I'm trolling. But
I always cough.
yeah, it's fine. We always do it. You ain't coughing, you ain't getting on. But
These are punchy. Oh my goodness.
the thing that I will say is with multiple different companies, you're going to have the chance to be able to make high quality content for them. And when you make high quality content for them, they will be able to see your potential. They're going to ask you, do you want a retainer? Or you're going to have to ask them for a retainer. Because some of these brands, some of these brands will never in their life text you and say, hey, we want to collab with you. We're going to pay you this much money for 5 to 10 videos. And if you can do these videos in this amount of time, you will get your paycheck like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to always do that. There's going to be certain brands that see the potential in you and is going to take that shot because they know another brand is going to take you from them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of how it was with the brand that I work with right now, which I work with a lot of different brands, but the number one brand that I work with right now for hair, and stuff like that. So I can generally say is don't just think that electronics, don't just think that electronics or certain niches only sell because the cheapest shit sells and the most expensive shit sells.
It's just
All
how
of
you
it sells.
advertise it.
All of it sells.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing that I would say is like when you're trying to get a brand deal and you're trying to collab and you're trying to learn how to learn to get a brand deal, you want to be the one that kicks the front door down and just jumps in front of the gun. Sometimes I ask for the brand deal before I even do the video for them. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask if I can get a retainer deal from them. Let me ask if I can do these things from them. Because if they say yes, then I know 5 years from now or 5 months from now, I can do a lot more with them. And they'll do a lot more for me. So that's one thing I can definitely say is physically it's definitely hard for her to do podcasts smoking. Definitely hard because I've heard her cough and no words. So how would you say? I think you need to get off of these so you can talk
Um,
for a second.
you say about what? I like TikTok, like. mm,
I'm saying like in general, like what would you say in general? You're the one that made up the idea.
I mean, like I said, if you're gonna be doing products on TikTok, you have to reach out to companies. Don't feel scared, like reaching out and being like, "Hi, I'm so and so. I have this like this in my account. I'm interested in your products. Is there a way I can request a free sample to like make a high end video for you guys
Yeah.
or high like whatever?" And it doesn't hurt to reach out to so many different companies because the worst they can say is no, but the majority of them say yes. And it may be a paid thing. It may just be ads. It may just be they will post you on their page. It just depends on what you guys talk about. But if you work with companies that actually, if you do what they tell you and they tell you this is what you need to say, this is what you need to do for the videos and get actually paid for it, I mean, it's just really nice to know that just don't be afraid to speak out to people because if you don't, then you won't get opportunities. They might come out to you and be like, hey, do you want to work with us? But that's just a majority. Like higher end places
I'm
or
not gonna do that. They don't
aren't going to
need
do
you.
that. They're not like
They don't
higher
need you.
end, such as like let's say Tarte, Neutrogena,
They
Hey
don't need you.
Dude. They have all of them on TikTok, right?
Vans,
Hey Dude's not going to reach out to
fucking
us and be like, hey, you want to sponsor a video for
even
us?
the small brands though, they don't need you
Exactly.
either. There's even small brands out there that have enough reach and enough creators gathered up that make high quality content. They don't need you either. So you have to stand out. Um, the number one thing is don't just try once and fail. Try multiple times with different brands. The only reason I have a brand deal with the brand that I have now, which is Pacino's, is because I tried multiple times with them. The first time I tried with them, they were like, "Dang!" Like the manager that I was talking to, she told me she was like, "You're I'm trying to remember what she said. She was like, "You're very, you know, not like pushy, but like very bold
Mm-hmm.
to just ask. Like we don't even know who you are, but
Mm-hmm.
you're just asking like for money, like dead ass. Like you're just asking for high. Well, you're asking to put out a product review for them that's high quality and make high quality converting content for them. Why not ask them for some money? Because at the
Exactly.
end of the day, if you're gonna make them content, look, if you're gonna make them content that makes sales,
Right.
and you know it has the potential to make sales, why don't you ask them for money? Because they will pay you. Because the thing about it is when they pay you, you know what they do? They take your video so much more serious.
And
And I
yeah.
promise you, your video, what this is what I'll say, you take your video so much serious. When you work with a brand that you're just doing reviews for, you have to go viral. When you're working with a collaboration, you just have to make a good video. It naturally goes viral because it has
Mm-hmm.
paid ads to it.
Mm-hmm.
So the paid ads is going to put it in front of 1 million people for you,
Mm-hmm.
100,000 people plus naturally for you.
Right.
And all y'all have to do is go to Flexi Red and y'all can see 1 million views
Mm-hmm.
if you want to through one brand deal. More than 1 million views,
Well, that's
way
what
over a
I
million,
was
like
just
two
I
point
was
mil
gonna
some views in
I
one
was
brand
gonna
deal.
bring that up too. So if you're working with a company and they're sending you the free samples, whatever, and you don't ask them for money, let's say that, but you continuously keep doing the videos just to receive the samples and show off, and maybe one goes viral, maybe two go viral. But then when they start posting you using the samples on their actual like viral page, and they keep and it's going over 1 million views because on the actual Pacino like TikTok site
Yeah, I got
he
over a
has over
million,
at least 4
and
million
I
views,
got 1 million on
but he
my
never
own.
got paid for those videos. So then that's when he's like, well, I'm seeing that I'm going viral on my own page from this company, but I also see I'm going viral on their page from this company. So I want to work together and, make it.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
I think she's trying to explain something that I understand and y'all might not understand. What she's trying to explain to y'all with a if you work with a brand and you don't turn on paid ads and they put you on their page, you can sue them.
Yeah.
if you work with a brand and you put on paid ads and they put you on your page, you can't sue them because you gave them opportunity to use your content.
Absolutely.
And they put money in your content. So the thing about it is though, physically she'll say, well, you didn't get paid for those views on their page. But the thing that I did get paid for is the views on my page that they put.
Exactly.
So that's the thing. They didn't use me as an opportunity to, use me as just money. They used me as an opportunity to be able to broadcast a product, be able to dial in, show what actually works for this product, be able to show that it has certain things that dial into the curls, the fibers, brings back non-frisk. Thank you so much. How's your day?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing
Good.
good. That's another thing, bro. Never be scared to talk to people you don't know, bro, because you never know the opportunity in conversations.
Absolutely.
That's one
Always
thing
be
I can
nice.
say. But I can say that just broadcasting and showing the product is all you have to do, and you have to get good at it. It's a skill. It really is a skill.
I was not good at it in the beginning. I'm still learning, but it's not as easy as people make it out to be. It's really not. You don't just film a video. I mean, you can film a video at one take and then post it, and it can go viral.
Yeah.
But if you're really
But
trying to catch the eye,
because there's something in that video that made it go viral. I don't care. Like most people think viral content is hit and miss. Every video that goes viral, at first she didn't really notice, but now she knows like why it went viral. She understands kind of like, damn, like there's something in this video, from the hook
I learned that
to the voice to the sound.
But we learned it wasn't the sound.
No,
I used a different sound.
that's the thing too. That's the thing too. You'll never know if it was the sound unless you replicate it and use a different sound. You'll never know if it was just a trend unless you do it multiple times and replicate it. The thing about it is we can sit here and come up with something that nobody's done, but it go viral.
Definitely.
Because that's why it goes viral. There's like this big old pot. It's like a big old pot of like, cookies, donuts, some people got, just carrots and fruit, and it's like it's a big old pot, but it's for everybody because everybody likes different things. You want to be the person outside the pot. Everybody's in the pot. So the content that looks like everything else is in the pot. That's just what everything looks like. You want to be on the outside stealing the views from the pot and the views from everything on the outside, because being in the pot, you're too in a saturated place. And the pot, what I mean is being in a group that's too saturated. The thing about a product, the thing about creating content is creating content that looks different. When you create content that has, a rough draft of things somewhat aligning up somewhere in the same, but the whole outlook of it looks different, that's when you create views that you would least expect because it doesn't look like everybody's content. Us making this content right now, it looks like everybody else, which is completely fine. But the value that we're giving in this, only so many people can give this because everybody's not done TikTok Shop. Not everybody's being able to create
Not
a brand
everybody
deal
has a knowledge of learning how to basically work with multi-millionaire companies. And even if you start at a smaller company, it doesn't mean that it won't go big. You just won't know till you try it. And
I remember when I used to walk in the store and go record a video and get in trouble. Now when I go record a video, I've not had no issues. That's the difference between the quality of like what you're doing in your life. Back in the day, I used to go in Walmart. If I went and recorded a video, I'm getting kicked out by the end of the video. So, but now, me go record a video, people sitting there like, look, this is what's funny. You can go to the video that has 800,000 views. And somebody in the back was laughing at me. Dead ass. Remember? They were laughing at me. They were sitting there over there laughing at me, but they didn't know the potential of what I was doing. So that's the thing. You could be in a room that nobody understands you, but shine harder than everybody because they didn't know that the book had a cover they didn't read first. So that's the thing. Like, you got to see past everybody. You have to take the shot. The shot is what's going to get you there. It's not about dribbling down the court or saying I got here. It's about the shot, making the shot. It's fine if you miss it, but you got to make it. So that's what I tell you is like it all starts with taking the shot with the company. As soon as you take the shot with the company, you start to get an understanding of how these companies communicate with you and converse with you. And when you start conversing with these companies, you'll start to realize the companies talk just like you, and they show more love than any motherfucker that you've ever had in your life. They talk to you nice. They show respect.
Mhm.
They never say that you did something just wrong.
They're professional.
They're professional,
Definitely professional.
and that's one thing that I can say.
They're also
And
cheerleaders.
yeah, they are. They will cheer
They
you
just
on.
want you to do good, so they do good too. Like,
Nah,
they're proud of
100%.
you for what you're doing.
Hey, how you doing? But nah, they will be proud of what you do if you work hard and you actually grind with what you do. They will definitely cheer you on. They definitely will show the love, and they'll definitely say like what you're doing it right. Just keep doing it. And the thing about it is, me and her do a lot of skits. We do a lot of like, just the camera staying still and just quick shots. We do a lot of different like hook work. We do a lot of different things, pretty much in
Sometimes we
our.
do romantic, like
Yeah,
showing off
you gotta just
products.
catch a flow. And the thing about it is
Yeah.
like you have to throw in a couple new things every month. Like you have to throw a couple new products in every month. You have to throw a couple new ideas in every month. You can't just keep doing the same, because the thing about it is you might hit something that gets a lot of views. And you
Definitely.
gotta do it a couple times around the same way. But then it gets to the point that you'll keep posting it and it won't get no views,
Mm-hmm.
because you're just posting the same product over and over and over and over. You gotta give it a chance. So after you post, like let's say you get a product in and it gets like 40K views, right? You want to replicate it probably 10 times, and after 10 times of in probably 17 to 20 days, you want to sit it down and forget about it for like at least 7 days, because you want to see the feedback. That's the thing, is most people never give things enough time to see the feedback. It's just like anything. You have to upload, give it enough time to give you enough feedback so you can tweak, understand where you went wrong, or just go even harder. What would you say? Like, what would you say if you lose an account and in your head you feel like you can't get it back? What would you say with that? Like, generally, like, would you say like you can lose an account and easily like grind on another account that might not have enough followers, but still do the same damn thing even quicker,
Yeah, definitely.
because you already know.
I would say that if you do lose an account on TikTok, don't feel like it's the end of the world. Don't feel like, I mean, it's gonna hurt. That's all the work you do. But if you do lose your TikTok, don't think that you can't make another one. Don't think you can't do the same thing. Actually, maybe your TikTok got permanently deleted, correct? Like, you can't, it's not there anymore, but you still have all the old videos and footage that you filmed of the products that you posted
And
before.
why do you have those things?
Because I save them. I never delete them.
And
We
you
save
gotta
all
you
of
gotta
our.
tell those. That's one thing that you want to do. Like, don't ever feel
Don't
like, dang, I
feel
don't
like,
want
oh,
to
I gotta
back up
delete it.
all my storage, like my storage in my phone. You never know when you'll need that video again.
Yeah, definitely.
And the thing about it is, when an account gets permed, you'll be able to post every old last video and it to be no violation,
Now,
because it's
they might all not go viral. So say the ones you posted on your page that went viral, they don't go viral. Maybe they do again. Maybe they have the same wavelength. Maybe they're getting the like ratio. You never know. But it is really nice to know that if you do lose your account, do not think that, oh, I'm going to film these videos and then I'm going to delete them because they're already posted. No. Make a draft, make something, get a little USB thing to carry it on. I don't know. But save all your videos, and not just the
100%.
videos where you already have like the caption already. Don't do those. Do the actual raw video that you actually edited before you posted it on TikTok and it's saved to your phone.
Facts.
Because the captions aren't in it. Make
Facts.
sure you save every single one of those videos because it can save you in the long run. And then it also is mentally less straining because you're not having to go through every single product and figure out what the heck
She's
is
not
everything.
lying though, but the thing, I'm almost forgot train of thought, but the thing that I would say is going off of almost losing train of thought. When you come up with a brilliant idea, put it in your notes so you don't
Yes.
lose the thought and lose the viral video. Because there's so many viral videos sitting in my notes that I turned into viral videos.
Literally,
Like,
I'm
dead
not
ass.
kidding. Ideas literally I come up with when we're about to go to sleep. He's like, "Oh my gosh, write that down."
Yep.
Or things he says.
I
And he's
just
like,
wrote
"Oh my
one
gosh, I
last
need to
night.
write that down."
Look, I'm about to tell y'all because it's gonna be up by the time because we're gonna do it today. I'm gonna do a video where I look out the window, right, and she's jogging down the road, like in a cute little jogging outfit, right, and like it's gonna be a video like, dang, this cute girl keeps just jogging past, like kind of like Friday, kind of like a Friday scene. And I'm gonna run down the stairs, run out the door, and I'm gonna be like, hey, 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 I've been seeing you run past these past couple days. Like, what you running from? Like, come here. You look good. Let me get your number. Like, I'm telling you. And I'm gonna be like, you smell good to be sweating. Like, what are you wearing? And she's gonna pull out her perfume. She's gonna have like a little side bag on, like a little fanny pack with a perfume in it. And it's gonna be able to show her perfume. And the thing about it is, it's going to be able to get athletic people. It's going to be able to target people that are not in shape. It's going to be able to target
The shoes,
the clothes, the shoes. It's going to be able
the
to
fact
target
that he's
people
yelling
to
out of a
motivate you.
window.
And then also, the spin is, I got her number and I flirted with her. So it's all engaging content. I just told you the blueprint, like of one idea I came up with last night before I went to sleep, and I wrote it down. I dead ass was about to not get out of bed. I was feeling so good in bed, like bro, I'm in bed, bro. Like, nah, fuck this. I'm getting up, bro. Put my phone across the room. Had to get up, put in my notes. But that's the thing. Like going back into it, you have to put things in your notes because I promise you, there's so many things in my notes that are viral videos on my page right now, and there's so many things in my notes that are just failures, you know. But that doesn't mean that you can't switch things around, change things up. And then, what would you tell them about Chat GPT?
Oh my. At first, when I started using ChatGPT, mine wouldn't work. You can ask him. Every time on my phone I would try to use it, it would not work. So I was just like, frick that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Then he logged in, and then, but it comes up with the best hashtags. I'm talking about literally all you have to do is a description, like say a description of your video, what it's about, what you want it to catch, what you want it to do for the audience, to give them a little.
You don't want to just say, "Give me a caption for this funny video."
You want to make a
you want to describe the whole video like you a robot, like dead ass. You want to describe the video, the whole entire video. To I flirted with her. I said this to her. I said these things to her. She looked at me like this. She sniffed me like this. You want to describe everything to it, because then what that's going to do for you, it's going to put you in the 1% compared to the 99%. The 99% is going to just describe a little small part, and it's going to give the same caption to all them. When you describe everything, it's going to give you a description to what nobody has yet, or maybe a few. But the thing about it is you can always say more to everything that I just asked, and it's going to give you a whole nother description. And the thing about it is I always ask the best top 3 captions, the best top 3 descriptions, the best top 3 or 5 hashtags that have the most reach overall TikTok. So the thing about it is you want to put yourself in a place where, oh my bad, I'm passing right back. You want to put yourself in a place where you're maximizing all reach. You don't want to just guess. When we first came into this, we were guessing.
But
we're not guessing
I'm not
anymore.
gonna lie. Sometimes guessing still does really
Kid
good.
smack. But the thing about it is, I can't say guessing. It's not guessing.
It's kind of just in the moment. That's literally what it is. In the moment, you
She'll
come up
say in
with
the
this.
moment, but I know it's not in the moment because I've been doing it for years. It's because structure of over time, training the brain of captions and captions and captions that you just come up with captions off the top of your head that just are eye catching.
Mhm.
It's natural. It's called a tool. Like that's the
Literally
thing. Is
quickly,
like if you get good at being a mechanic, you're gonna be able to take a whole engine apart and put it back together by the first year that you started being a mechanic. It's the same for TikTok Shop. It's the
Mhm.
same for any business. You
It's
can
the
make
same for
this a
any type of
failure.
job.
You can make this a W. You
Mhm.
can learn from the failure. And I've seen so many people fail
Mhm.
and go crazy after failure. Like, not in a bad way, like get rich. Like fail and get rich right after
Mhm.
failure because they learned everything they need to know, like how this is like I think it was Warren Buffett that learned how to lose in sports betting before he learned how to win because he wanted to know the spots that would make him lose his money. And he was one of the richest, I think his name's Warren Buffett, one of the richest sports bettors ever to ever handicap. But that's in a whole different aspect or a whole different, but at the end of the day, it's about you have to learn how to lose. You have to learn how to fail to learn how to win. Point blank. That one hurt me deep before I learned it. Because the thing about her, it hurt her too, is like, dang, we're sitting here just posting at first. And she's like, I'm not seeing nothing. But
Mhm.
then like she hops on another account and gets 2 sales just back to back quick. Because it's a thing that I try to tell her, it's not about the following. It's not about none of this. It's about the video. Anybody will buy from you if they feel like you're telling the truth.
Mhm.
If they feel like you're pleasing a certain need in their life, if they feel like you're pleasing a certain want in their life and it's targeted towards them, they will buy from you because and then after they buy from you, if it touches that front door, most likely if another product comes up that they really like, they'll buy it again because then they built a relationship with you that they trust. It's just like a bank. Once you realize that your deposit comes from your job to your bank and nothing comes out of it, your bank don't take no money out of your things, you see profits coming up in your bank, you trust your bank. You start just banking with them the rest of your life. So that's the thing with a relationship when somebody buys from you. Thing about TikTok Shop, it's not just your personal brand where you can only just go to certain audience. You have the reach of your ideas, nobody else's. It's all in your hands. You have the reach of every billions of people in the world. It's all at your hands. So if you're deciding to do TikTok Shop, reach brands, make money, make passive income in your sleep, grind for it. It's not easy. It's not just a rich quick scheme. Yeah, 1% might make that first video and it goes stupidly viral. But don't bank on that. Bank on 1,000 videos. How much money can I make from that? It's the end of the video. We'll tune it out. This is me, Red, my girlfriend. I hope y'all having a blessed day. Please comment. Please subscribe. And I'm telling y'all, man, enjoy the journey with us while we enjoy the journey with y'all. Peace out.